Hi guys, welcome back to another one of my videos, and today we're carrying on with the Premier League team reviews, and next up is Crystal Palace, the next team on the list. So, you know how this works, you've watched my videos before, so we're going to get straight into it, and we're going to, got to get rid of this kid. This is winding me up, this left back here. Although, do they have a better left back? Yeah, they do. Van Aanholt. Okay, so I'll see if there's a better player. Obviously, McCarthy wants to come off for Milivojevic. McCarthy. Ooh. We'll see anyway. Oh, Eze got the schlup instead there. And then any more? Cahill. I would put him in. I'll put him there. Okay, right. So, starting with the goalkeeper, we've got Vincent Guaita. Obviously, on the bench, you got Jack Butland, who is 27, getting on a bit. Hennessy getting on a bit as well, 33. And then, obviously, the main keeper is Guaita, who is 33 years old. That is obviously a negative. The rating is high, 80 rating for a Crystal Palace keeper. That is very, very good. But 33 rating is not what I like to see, and you might want to consider buying a backup one who is young that can replace Guaita in a couple of years' time when he starts decreasing down to like your mid-70s, your 75s, your 76s. Then you want to start looking for a new young goalkeeper. But for the time being, Guaita is a very good goalkeeper, and he is just an all-round solid keeper there. So now we're moving over to left back. Another one that's getting on a bit. Patrick Van Aanholt, 30 years old, 77 rating. Now, I want to just look at Mitchell a second. 21 years old, 65, yeah. So he's probably not going to be your best choice there. Van Aanholt, obviously, 30 years old. He's probably past his peak by now. 77 rating, still good. But in a Crystal Palace team, you're probably wanting a better player. So if I was to start a career mode, left back would probably be one of the first places I look to improve, more than a goalkeeper, in fact. There's some quality left backs out there that could still actually be realistic for Crystal Palace. So we'll move over to the centre backs now. Oh, by the way, this is a formation I like the look of this formation. 4-4-2, a simple flat 4-4-2 for Crystal Palace here. There are other ones you can obviously do if you just wanted the one striker and then you wanted the two wingers and then three midfielders instead. That's another option. But I'd probably stick with 4 at the back here. Alright, so the two centre-backs, Sacco, been at the club for a while now. Oh, he's getting on a bit as well. 30 years old, the same as Van Aanholt, 1 rating less. I mean, Cahill's 34, so that's why I don't really want him on. Kelly's 30. Dan's 33. Jeez. Nah, centre-back, probably more than a left-back now, would be more important. Kouyaté, he's 30 as well. Blimey, Crystal Palace have an old team here. Ward, 31. Move on to him in just a minute. 76, 77 rating, that's a decent first... That's a decent rating for the first season, but obviously if you get into like the top 10 and you want to spend some of that money you got for finishing in the top 10 and higher up the table, then obviously you probably want to take away both your left back. I mean, you probably want to get rid of all your back 4, I'm not going to lie. Come the second season, I might, if I've done a Crystal Palace career, I might end up getting rid of my back 4, even in the first season. What's Riedwald? 24 years old, that's pretty good, but then again, only 71 rating, so he's probably not the best choice in the first year. So we move over to right back now. I mean, yeah, here, Kouyaté, he's a decent player. 86 physical, 78 defending, 80 physical, 75 defending for Sacco. He can also play centre-back, as you can see. He plays CDM, centre-mid and centre-back there. So that could be a good option if you wanted. Although you could play him instead of McCarthy and then McCarthy come off for Cahill, but that's not the way I'm going to go for now, because McCarthy is probably one of the youngest players on here, even though he's actually 29. So move over to the right back, Ward. He's been at the club for a while. Stats aren't great, I'm not going to lie. 76 years old. I mean, not 76 years old, if he was 76 years old. Something might be pretty wrong. He's 31 years old, 76 rating. 76 rating, obviously, definitely a good championship defender. I don't know whether he's good enough to play in the Prem, really. But probably look to buy a new centre-back before I look to buy a new right-back, to be fair. I mean, is there another right-back on here? Tompkins can't play there. I mean, Kelly can play right-back if you wanted, but he's 30 as well. It's just not great, really. I'm just looking through other players. There's not really many others who could really take his place. So right-back would be another place I'd probably look to improve. But really, you're not going to have the funds to improve your whole back line. So you're going to have to make some sacrifices, but you're going to have to keep a couple of the back line, I would think. And you'll definitely have to keep Guaita in the first season. Definitely. You won't have the funds there. So we'll move over to the left mid. Obviously, AZ, a new signing. Very good new signing. Young as well, which is something Crystal Palace need. Definitely need a bit of youth in there. 75 rating. 22 years of age. He can play CAM or left mid, but in this formation, obviously got two centre mids as opposed to the CAM. That's why I'm playing him over on the left. You could play Schlupp if you wanted, 27 years old, but he's the same rating as AZ, so why wouldn't you play AZ in my eyes? Yes, Schlupp has better pace, and hang on, I can just do this quick. I can just go like this and compare them. Schlupp has better pace, shooting, defending and physical, but right. So AZ is more of the midfielder, Schlupp is more of the attacker. You could say that. Pace and shooting is probably more what you want from an attacker. AZ, passing and dribbling, that's his strengths there, as you can see. And 4-star skill moves compared to Schlupp's 3 stars. But yeah, AZ, for me, 22 years old, you're not going to want to replace him, really. I know he's the lowest rating there, but he's the one that's 22 years old, so he's the one that's going to... He's got years on his side. He's going to improve pretty quickly there. Move over to the two centre mids quickly. Milivojevic, reliable penalty taker, I've got to say. Let's see his penalties. Penalties 90 rating. Almost as good as, I think is it better than Jorginho's? I'm not sure. He's also a very good free kick taker. Where's free kicks? Free kick accuracy 81, long shots 77. So there's pretty good stats there from Milivojevic there. Obviously, you're not going to really want to take him out. 29 years of old. Yes, he's probably reached his peak, and he's only got 2-star skill moves and 2-star weak foot. That's not great. But he's more of the passing midfielder, and he's in there for the penalties and the free kicks, really. So that's why I'd probably keep him on my team. You could play MacArthur. You could play Maya, who's 25 years old. That could be another option instead of McCarthy. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to play him instead of McCarthy there and then swap these around. So we've got Maya there. He's 25 years old, 4-star. He can play centre mid, got decent dribbling, good agility, good balance, as you can see there, very good, in fact. Good ball control. He's a bit like AZ. He's the passing dribbling sort of guy rather than the shooting guy, because his shooting there is 62 and 67 for pace as well. Yeah, Milivojevic, I've already just explained to you about him. So, two decent midfielders there. You might want to look for a new centre mid to replace Maya if he's not your type of player, if you wanted someone just to back up the two forwards there. Moving over to the right, Andros Townsend scored an absolute banger against Manchester City, I want to say, last season. Yes, I think he did. He's obviously, you're not going to want to take him out unless you've really got a right mid in mind. Good aggression, genuinely just a good right mid there for Crystal Palace. 77 rating. How old is he? 29. Not as old as some of the players in the team. After a couple of years, you might want to start looking for a new one. But in my eyes, he's just a bit too good to keep, to not have on the pitch from the start there. So we'll move over to the two strikers to end with. We've got Wilfried Zaha. They did so well, Crystal Palace, to manage to keep him. Oh, he can't actually play striker. So I guess it's alright. You can play striker, I guess. Shooting decent, passing decent, but his dribbling and his pace is what he's in that side for. He's also the captain, but obviously you could change captain if you wanted. 83 rating, he's the best Crystal Palace player they have. So, let's be honest, you're doing well to keep him. If you don't get any offers in for him, I'll be surprised. Just look at all them in the 80s. Sprint speed, agility, acceleration, balance there is decent. Composure, attacking positioning. Pretty much everything is there that's good. Ball control, dribbling, shot power. It's all good there. Then obviously move over to the other striker, Jordan Ayew, 29 years of age. I'm actually going to swap him there for Batshuayi, because Batshuayi is only 27. He's got 5-star weak foot, and one thing I forgot to mention on Zaha, I think I forgot to mention it. 5-star skill moves there. Obviously, if you're a person that likes his skills, he's the one for you there in that Crystal Palace team. 5-star weak foot for Batshuayi, 4-star skill moves. It's good. 78 shooting, 78 dribbling, 75 pace, all good. So there really is the Crystal Palace team that I've wrapped up for you guys today. Obviously, if I look at the bench, it's not a very young bench. And then you move on to the team, and it's very not a young team. So if you were trying to go for a long-term Crystal Palace career, you might have to start making a few signings in the first season, a few signings in the second season. Your team, after a couple of seasons, most of these players won't be in it. Eze probably will be in it. Maybe Maya will be in it. But all in all, four defenders probably won't. But yeah, I'd probably recommend the Crystal Palace career as well. It looks a good team to do if you're looking at that team. Just to try and break into the top 10. Maybe try and get into a Europa League spot if you're lucky. Yeah, I think that's where we're going to wrap up today's episode, guys. Thanks for listening and watching, actually. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell to get updated every time a video is available. Hit that like button, please, and leave any comments down below if you have any improvements for the channel. But until next time, guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.